All right, yeah, so responsibility. Being a parent and having responsibility for my child growing and developing is sometimes tough, because we need to weigh the wants of our kids versus the needs of our kids. And we really don't know what that is gonna be down the road. We're kind of guessing, even though experience and wisdom plays a part in it, and knowledge. So it's nice sometimes to see some of those things pay off at some level. What do I think of rights versus responsibility? In a nutshell, I think rights have to do with the selfishness of the person, and responsibility has to do more about giving. That's what I see when I first hear those words. We all want to have rights, but those are kind of something that's granted to us, or we feel is supposed to be given to us. And responsibility, I feel, is more of something that we can take control of. A lot of times responsibility is for something else. It can be for us too. It can be a responsibility for self, like my actions, right? But it's something we're controlling actively more, whereas a right is something that's we're not in control of. It's just something that supposedly is ours that we're going to be given. To feed off the last video we did, we're all enjoying life. It's just so busy. And then Sunday, we just went out to Target to get some jeans and adopted a dog. We have a new dog. And he has a little, some behavioral issues, like every dog does. But my sense of it is to get some training now. So the dog should be getting training immediately. So that way we can reap the benefits of that down the road instead of waiting. Actually, a couple of trainers said, thank you for calling now versus waiting 5 years down the road when you're getting rid of your dog because he's been a pain in the butt. And I think that's what happens a lot. I didn't realize that. My take on it is being active with the healthcare clinic, being active with helping others. I'm always looking for new avenues to benefit myself and others. I'm constantly looking for a better way to do things, or maybe optimizing things. So in order to do that, you got a plan. You got to pull the trigger on it, activate it, and it takes a lot of work. I'm a human being like everybody else. I got time limitations like everybody else, and financial limitations and patience and all that stuff, right? When I look at myself, I'm like, well, I feel like it's my responsibility as a father and a husband and a business owner and a healthcare provider that I'm doing the best I can for those people. And for myself also. It's my responsibility to be the best I can be so I can help and guide their lives in the best way they can. Like I was for my parents did for me when I was a kid. It's been an extraordinary adventure just in the last couple of months, because I feel like if I didn't have that sense of responsibility, I would have been missing out, like most people do, from things in their life. In terms of healthcare and responsibility, in Western culture and perhaps the rest of the world, there's a lot going on. We have a lot of responsibilities. And so health seems to come last a lot of times. We're busy, we run around, we get a lot of takeout food. And that being said, our health ends up becoming last, unfortunately. What happens is then the people are like, oh, I feel sick. I'm gonna go to a Western MD, I'm gonna go to a doctor, I'm gonna go to the established medicine that's around, and they're gonna help me. They wear the white coat, so therefore they know. What happens is pill or surgery. And that's what's taking place over the last 40, 50 years. Didn't used to be like that, it is now. We don't do that here. In our practice, what we do is we take into account your health, and we want you to have a sense of responsibility before you come in here, because it's gonna take some time, it's gonna take some effort, it's gonna take some finances. You're gonna have to maybe put some things on hold for a few to get back your life. You can't keep going 100 miles an hour and make changes. You got to slow down a little bit. And what that does is we like to instill in our patients a sense of responsibility, whether it's doing classes, taking your Chinese herbs, or whether it's just showing up for your appointments for acupuncture or whatever it may be. That allows you to feel like you can go off now and live your life and maintain that perhaps more on your own and less reliant upon any medicine, teaching you some skills so you're responsible. Deferring your own health is irresponsible because a lot of different reasons, right? We ask this question on a questionnaire when patients come in. What aspects of your life is your health, neglected health, affecting? And it runs the gamut from your own emotional stability to being able to help take care of your kids, grandkids, to being able to exercise, being able to work, do your job, being able to travel, being able to just enjoy waking up, being able to sleep. And if you can't do these everyday functional things, then it's really hard to care about anybody else. All you're going to be doing is thinking about yourself, having a responsibility for your own health. Make sure that you are fully loaded, like fully recharged, just like an iPhone where you get powered up, right? You got to power yourself back up. I think we see the best of everything on the internet because it's all about sales, right? What we're doing is showing the best. And that's natural, but we're not seeing the athlete who spends 75% of his time taking care of his body. Being able to take care of yourself adds that value back to your life. Then you're fully recharged, and now it's your choice what to do with that energy. We're seeing it a lot more nowadays with mental health. I think people really want to, but they're not setting that time aside to do it for themselves. A simple step a person can take to create a sense of responsibility for their health would just be to start out with drinking water. Super simple exercise. We tend to not drink enough water. Most people are dehydrated. The cells don't work as well. And so drinking a couple extra glasses of water, you can start with 3 or 4 and then work your way up to a half a gallon. Super simple. It's harder than you think because you're like, oh, I got to find the time to get water. We're supposed to drink and eat, right? But we don't spend time drinking water. We spend time drinking coffee and soda and alcohol, whatever it may be, but not water. Another simple healthcare responsibility you could put into your life to create a sense of responsibility for your health would be go for a 5-minute walk. Walking's easy on the joints, increases cardiovascular, gets blood flowing in your body, it decreases pain, it increases feel-good hormones in your body, it aids in digestion. There's a lot of things, a simple little walk. You can just walk in. If you're injured, or you're older, you can just start by walking to your mailbox or just to your front door. It doesn't have to be super long 2-hour walks. Taking a sense of responsibility for your own health actually aids in the greater good of all humanity. It helps you out, number one. First thing it helps out is you. The second thing it helps out, or a multitude of things it helps out, is it helps out the community around you because now you're able to help out more because you feel good. The responsibility for your health helps out with your ability to create a better world. You are what you eat, right? But you also are what you do. If you're able to do good things for yourself, and now you've created a habit to do good things for others.